We've got to stay focused for not full 90 here, boys. You've got to be bang up for this. It's time to get some 3 points, isn't it?
Are you listening?
We haven't had the best start of the season, yeah? We need to fucking put things right. Yeah? We need to put things right today. I feel like every single game that we play, whether we win or not, is based on us, not on the other team.
100%.
So everyone needs to be on it. Make no mistake, they're going to fucking come at us. They're a very decent team, but it don't matter about them. It's about us today. So everyone needs to be on it. Everyone, I need fucking confidence from everyone. Trust each other, man. Fight for each other. And let's be positive today. Let's not get onto each other's back. Do you get what I'm saying? If you can do it early, do it early. Trust each other. Everyone here can play ball.
We're on to game week 3 of the Barnet Sunday Football League Premiership, and Gower Allstars visit St Aloysius playing fields with Highgate Albion the opposition. It's been a difficult start to the season for Phil Glynn's side. They've lost 2 on the trot, but there is positive news for the visitors with the return of some key players to the starting lineup. Angel Zapata, who scored Gower's first goal of the season versus Olympia, is back in the starting 11, as is Ramon Brasileiro, who limped out of that season opener after picking up an ankle injury in pre-season. He's alongside Mike Hodnett, who's making his season debut for the club. Arias and Sasha and Bai both return to action, but Rashid Abadi and club captain Isaac Atite are both unavailable. Substitutes this afternoon for Gower Allstars: Jamal Ramsey and the defender Luis Ramos. Will be Highgate to kick us off in St Aloysius playing fields after a sunny and hot start to the season. The September weather has started to really take hold, and also of Gower with possession of the ball inside the Highgate half of the field, and it's Hisham Abdallah who's enjoyed a really good start to the season in front of goal. It's switched out to the right hand side. There's Arias getting up from fullback, and that's forward down the line for Zapata. Arias tries to find Zapata again. There's James coming across to the 6-yard line, but cleared by Highgate. Taken down well by Sid Verrill, who'll try the ball with the outside of the boot down the left-hand side. It was intended for Alfie Francis, but easily collected by the goalkeeper, Jonathan Grillo. Here's James Munro, who's played at full-back so far this season, but at centre-half now this afternoon. That's out to the left-hand side. It's a good first touch by Hisham Abdallah, and just shrugs off the challenge there. It's down the left-hand side for Al Tufaili. Looks in field for Yannick James, and that's to Keo Brown. Left-hand side again for Abdallah. Time and space to pick out the cross. It's whipped into the 6-yard box, and it's Yannick James flicking it home for Gower Allstars with just 7 minutes on the clock. And once again, Hisham Abdallah is key to the move. They didn't get close enough to him, and Yannick James has a free stab at it at the near post. Nothing John Sexton could do there for Highgate. Here's Al Tufaili. Goes inside to Brasileiro. Good to see him back in a Gower shirt this afternoon. James will flick it in behind for Abdallah. Near the corner flag. That's whipped in towards the far post. And inches away from a second for Gower. It's up to the halfway line from Reese White, but it's broken down for Highgate once more. That's good physical play from Yannick James. And Allstars dictating play early in this first half. Abdallah gets to the byline, digs out the cross towards the 6-yard line. It's cleared out of play by Highgate, but they're going to take the throw in quickly. Abdallah will find Brown, still on possession. Abdallah shifted onto his right foot. In comes the cross towards the back post. It's a header off the post from Angel Zapata. Highgate in possession inside their own half. They want to get it clear, but it's going to break again here to Gower. Wonderful footwork from Angel Zapata. Offers Arias a bit of space into the 6-yard box. Whipped across it and then scooped clear by Highgate Albion. Edge of the 18-yard box. Brasileiro will battle for it. So will Hodnett. It's Brown in towards the near post, and this time John Sexton can get a hand to it and grab it to his chest on the second time of asking. But Hisham Abdallah and Angel Zapata almost linked up once more. It was a wicked ball to the back post, and he's just inches away there, Zapata, from Nottingham into the top corner. It was a really good ball, wasn't it, from Abdallah? And Zapata just got above his man, Sonny Laffin, at the back post. Inches away from doubling Gower's lead. Highgate haven't seen much of the ball, but it's a good pass from Verrill to find Sonny Laffin. First touch has set himself, then digs out the cross towards the back post. Drops here to Nano Obeng, and he'll find Trey Thompson. It's back to Obeng. Obeng coming inside to the 18-yard box. Goes past two. Still going Obeng. Obeng wriggling through, but that's good intervention from James Munro. Here's the danger. Reese White across to Ryan Clark, but that loops over the bar and towards the tennis courts. His manager wasn't very happy about that attempt from distance. Gower with it in their own half, and with a lead too away here at Highgate. Here's James Munro. He's got his head up and towards the halfway line. Bit of space here for Brown. Cross comes Lawal. Brown's going to try and get past him. He's just got in his way illegally, says the referee. Rugby tackle is the shout from the sidelines, and Fabian Robertson agrees. It'll be Zapata to deliver. It's onto the chest of Mbai. Chests it down for Munro on the half volley, blocked initially and then cleared by Highgate. We'll have another look at that delivery from Angel Zapata. It was Mbai that got up the best and highest and almost set up James Munro. A great first touch from James Munro, but it's just the lower leg of Sonny Laffin. Blocks that attempt. It's Brasileiro in the left-back position for Gower. He'll just whip this across. He was looking for Juan Arias. Bearing down on it is Alan Callahan. Keeper's come a long way. Callahan tries to squeeze it to the near post. Blocked by Munro. Really good defending there. And this time Jonathan Grillo will come away with the ball, but he had his heart in his mouth there for a second. It's won by Sonny Laffin. Into midfield, Lee Scott, the captain, will play that forward for Highgate, but it's intercepted by Brasileiro. Cross comes Clark. It's a loose touch and a play for a throw-in to Gower Allstars. Mbai will take. Into Hodnett. Hodnett looks to play that onto Verrill, but won a free kick instead. Deliveries towards the edge of the area. Mbai nods this down. Handball is the shout from the Gower players. The referee waves play on. And that's a wonderful first touch from Angel Zapata. Looking for a shooting opportunity. It's Shasha Mbai, and it's into the bottom corner. It burst through the gloves of John Sexton. Keeper will be disappointed with that, but Sasha Mbai, the Gower captain, has doubled his side's lead, and he's delighted with it too. It was Hodnett's delivery. Cleared, but not far enough. Angel Zapata took it down beautifully well, and with Highgate defenders backing away to the edge of their penalty area, Zapata lays it on a plate for Sasha Mbai. The Gower Allstars on their way here in Highgate. What a moment for the captain. It's on the left-hand side for Gower, still pushing forward with Abdallah. There's two around him. It's the threat he possesses. Brown's been stripped of it. Going to try and carry it down the right-hand side, Highgate, but that's Hisham Abdallah winning the ball back for Gower. Slipped forward towards Hodnett. Down this left-hand side is Yannick James, prodded forward. Here's Abdallah near the corner flag. Abdallah into the 18-yard box. Abdallah tries it himself, but it's straight into the hands of John Sexton. He had options too there, Hisham Abdallah. It's a long ball towards Verrill. Grillo's come a long way again. He's got some kind of contact. Verrill will spin away. Grillo sticking with him. Grillo with the tackle, and the referee will blow the whistle here. It will be a free kick from just outside the penalty area and a yellow card for Jonathan Grillo. Reese White will strike, and there's a deflection on the way through, it looks like. Off the wall. In the corner, maybe from this left-hand side. Laffan whips it towards the back post. It's Sasha and Bai, nods this down. Highgate won a penalty for a handball. The referee hasn't even considered it, Fabian Robertson. And Gower on the counter. It's down the right-hand side. It's Brown. He's at the edge of the penalty area. Bursts into it now, Brown. Brown squeezes one across to the far post, and that bubbles just wide. John Sexton would have been nervous there for a moment. Header on by Brasileiro. And there's Brown with a lovely set to the left-hand side for Hisham Abdallah. Abdallah still going to the byline. There's the cross. Bounces on the 6-yard line. Drops here to Zapata. Zapata with bodies around him. Zapata goes down. There's a strike from Hodnett. Deflection on the way through. Keeper dealt well with it in the end. And it's smuggled clear by Ryan Clark. Well, Abdallah's had the better of Ryan Clark for the majority of this first half, and once again almost set Gower on their way to a third. In the end, Mike Hodnett could squeeze it in. Corner kick taken short to Abdallah on this right-hand side now. There's the right-footed cross toward the back post. It'll drop here to Al-Tufaili. Edge of the 18-yard box for Brasileiro. Will try one from distance. That's over the bar, and that's the end of the half. And Gower, with a strong performance, go into the half-time break with a 2-0 lead over Highgate at St Aloysius playing fields.
It's all good. The pitch is good, but it's not that good. It's quite hard and it sticks, right? So those balls in between in the middle, back to goal, is when they're catching us. Yeah? What's working? Going wide. He's just killing them every time. I want to get Angel a bit more on the game. Yeah, maybe you've got to come in when it's on the other side, but it's like we're one-dimensional. We only go towards his. It's all right. He's getting him every time, one-on-one. But that's the only way. When we play out the back, we've got plenty of time, so we can play. They've given us so much respect, so we've got the time. We play out the back, but when in this half, we go wide. When we're down there, then we can play into feet like Ramon just got it off Yannick. Yeah, when we play our little intricate stuff down there, but in here, that's the only way they're going to win it on the press, and we lose it, right? So again, same thing again, and the last thing was also defensively. I think all like my wingers have got Kaya running back. Yeah, that's if we keep doing that, we keep doing our defensive shape. They got nothing. On the last note, on their goal kicks, I almost rather let them play because when they play, they can't get up, right? You can sometimes press it together, right? But let them play. Their centre half ain't got it.
Right. But you have to give you option.
Yeah.
Come close. If you wait to get ball in their feet, that's not play. Yeah. Give your option, move. Otherwise, you don't have your option. You make mistakes.
It's from the side. It's just the only thing that's going to kill us. It's a little bit of cockiness, a little bit of complacency that we're kind of having in the last 10 minutes. Other than that.
And can I tell you where that starts with? And that starts with putting the ball on the floor. Don't take the risks with the chips high and the bouncing on the hard. We just lose control of the ball. We just don't need to do that. The simple 5-yard pass, triangles, let's open them up like we were doing that last 5 minutes where we were literally holding onto it, drawing a man, pass it along the floor, open it up, go down the channels. And we can control the game.
Well, it's Yannick James to get us underway in this second half, and now we're looking to build on that strong start. Sexton. Forward to the edge of his 18-yard box to Reese White. The long ball is towards Verrill. Once again, Grillo came to the edge of his 18-yard box, but this time Sasha and Bai will take charge of the situation. Brasileiro in the heart of midfield finds Hodnett. Hodnett with options in front of him. Brown is one of them, but he'll go wide to Hisham Abdallah. The danger man so far for Gower. It's Abdallah on the left-hand side. Abdallah onto his right foot, whips it in towards the near post. Straight down the throat this time of John Sexton. Towards the halfway line, they were looking for James. Hodnett will pick up the second ball. James encouraging Juan Arias to step over the halfway line. Forward to Zapata. Zapata still going, hurdles the tackle, Zapata to the byline. Zapata pulls it back to the penalty spot. James didn't make the contact that he wanted to, and that's eventually heaved out of play by Highgate. It was a wonderful little run, burst of pace there from Angel Zapata. And the cross was pretty good too to Yannick James. And will prod this forward to Hodnett. Now down the right-hand side for Brown, holding off the challenge of Jordan Lawal. Brown will go back, and it's Munro. He's almost caught in possession, but will find Arias. Physical challenge comes in from Trey Thompson. Juan Arias is up to the challenge, though. Still going, Arias. Zapata offers him some assistance. Arias and Zapata. Another quick exchange of passes, and eventually Fabian Robertson will blow the whistle. Free kick taken quickly. Zapata still going. Edge of the 18-yard box. Angel Zapata. White's backing away from him. Assistance from Thompson to the left-hand side. Hisham Abdallah towards the bottom corner. Can't curl the finish in, but he was in acres of space, and I just didn't even notice Hisham Abdallah stealing in at the back post there. Highgate in possession with Clark. Towards Francis. It's back into midfield for Lawal. Now to the left-hand side. And Zapata will step up, and now White with the long ball downfield for Highgate. It's a route one ball, but it's going to find its man too. It's played inside. Alfie Francis back out to the right. Flick back across the 6-yard box, and there it is, smuggled in by Alfie Francis. It's another goal for the Highgate forward. It's his second this season. Makes it 2-2. Gives Highgate a route back into the game. Deficit cut to just one goal. Giovanni Falzone showing his quality off the bench. Grillo's long ball downfield. Flicks off the head of James. It's a kind deflection too. James has found a way past Reese White. Keeper's come a long way. He's to the byline now, Yannick James. Zapata, saved by Sexton, gets back just in the nick of time. It was just a speculative ball forward from Grillo, but found the top of the head of Yannick James. It bounced away from Reese White. James took it away from John Sexton. And Gower just couldn't apply the finishing touch. Sexton with a really important save with his right boot. Left-hand side is Sonny Latham. That goes inside towards Tesfamarian. That's been picked off by Gower. It's Keogh Brown. Brown will find Yannick James. Clumsy challenge from behind there from Trey Thompson. Nothing given by the referee, but Gower will recover the ball on the halfway line. Hodnett, though, is giving the ball away. That's over the top. It's another opportunity for Francis. Tries to strike at the edge of the area. Munro's got back well. Francis trying to twist away from him. Now Al-Tufaili steps in. And eventually, the referee, Fabian Robertson, will pull it back for a foul. It's a warning shot there for Gower. Alfie Francis will pick that off Ramon Brasileiro's toe. Munro didn't deal with it. That's over the top for Callahan. Bearing down on goal, Callahan, and he's just narrowly wide. Looks to the sky, Alan Callahan. That could have been the equaliser. Gower playing a dangerous game here as Highgate find their feet a little bit more. That's over the head of Clark. It's dropped here for Jamal Ramsey. That's good quality from Ramsey to the right-hand side. Running onto it is Arias here. Arias into the 18-yard box. Squeezes that through to Ramsey once more. Spins on it. Shot blocked. To the right-hand side. Zapata with the curling effort. It's touched over the bar by John Sexton. He might have hurt himself there as well. Long ball from Reese White, taken down confidently on the chest by Sasha Mbai. That's up to the halfway line. Brown will spin it out to the right-hand side. Arias slots it down the line for Zapata. He's got time and space to pick his cross. Goes to the byline, into the 18-yard box, towards the back post, and that's hammered home. And it's the goal that Hisham Abdallah's performance deserves. Flying into that back post. He had an opportunity earlier in the game, didn't he? From a very similar position. He couldn't miss. The delivery from Angel Zapata from that right-hand side was inch perfect. With the outside of the left boot. Abdallah just fires it back across goal, and there's nothing John Sexton can do about it. Gower restore their 2-goal lead and go 3-1 up at St Aloysius playing fields. Sasha Mbai on the edge of his 18-yard box. Time almost out here. Al-Tufaili flicks it up towards the halfway line. Carries it well to Zapata. Can't take it in his stride, though. It's taken away from him by Thompson. Highgate looking to strike a late blow, and perhaps, maybe, they can conjure something up. That's down the right-hand side. Across comes Sasha Mbai. Important challenge from the captain. Mbai forward. Al-Tufaili has been caught in possession here. It's on the edge of the 18-yard box. It's shuffled across and flicked to the left-hand side. It's struck at the near post, and that's a really good save from Jonathan Grillo. Laid off by Arias. It's down the line again, though, and one Arias will run onto it. Tries to curl this into the path of Ramsey. Forced a little bit wide there by Clark. He went sliding in. He committed to the challenge, and he's given the free kick away. Zapata with the set piece. Zapata towards the near post. Important block from Highgate. It was Lee Scott there. And Hisham Abdallah getting himself in a dangerous area once more. Ramos here off the bench for the first time. It's down the right-hand side again, but here's Ramos seeing a lot of possession early in his spell on the pitch. It's inside to Brasileiro. It's well worked towards Brown from Ramsey, and Brown skips past Clark. Left-hand side is Hisham Abdallah. This looks ominous. Onto his right foot. Abdallah strikes. It's really well hit towards the near post. But John Sexton was up to it. It's lovely play. Jamal Ramsey has been an effervescent presence since coming off the bench. Keo Brown with a no-look pass, and Hisham Abdallah just shifted it onto his right. Dug out a really good effort at that near post. Almost makes it 4 for Gower. Late on here for Highgate. Through the midfield goes Lawal. Over the top. And Bai gets in the way, and the keeper will come to meet it. To Arias on the right-hand side. It's forward to Brown, who's got Sonny Laffan snapping at his heels. Arias tries to flick that across the face of his 18-yard box. Sasha Mbai will eventually put his foot through it, but that's only as far as the chest of Trey Thompson. Thompson, deflection on his pass forward, comes off Brasileiro, but it's going to be called back for a foul. Lawal lifted into the penalty area. Flicked away by Hodnett, and behind for a corner kick. Late on here for Highgate. It's in towards the 6-yard box, and that's an easy finish in the end for Alfie Francis. An unchallenged header inside the 6-yard box. And Falzone with the delivery. But Gower just going to sleep a bit there late on. Thompson nods this down after the goal kick from Grillo. Highgate battling in midfield. They're desperate to try and find a late equaliser. That's a scything challenge from Sasha Mbai, and Highgate aren't happy with it. Referee waves play on and will be a throw-in, a fair one from the captain. Falzone towards the 6-yard line. Headed away by Gower. Backs to the wall now for the last couple of seconds. It's hoisted back into the 18-yard box. Grillo's underneath it and will claim the towering ball. Arias inside to Ramos. Downfield looking for Zapata, and he's doing really well. He's hauled back there by Jordan Laval, well, he thought he was. And he's gone to ground now. The referee will blow the whistle to go and check on Angel Zapata. It will be a free kick for Highgate. Long ball forward from the keeper. Played back into midfield and prodded wide. So Yannick James fighting for it for Gower inside his own half, doing some defending. Ramsey with a bit of skill. He's won himself a free kick too. Just flick that through the legs of Simon Tesfamariam. He would have enjoyed that, Jamal Ramsey. Is this the late chance for Highgate? Across comes and by. Denies Francis on the edge of the 18-yard box. Chance not gone. Here's Gloud. He didn't pull the trigger. He's tried to squeeze it to the left-hand side, and Gower will get it clear. An opportunity to strike there, Daniel Gloud, but tried to feed it forward. James inside to Keogh Brown. Phil Glynn screaming for Gower to take it to the corner flag, and Keogh Brown will oblige. It's Hisham Abdallah. He's holding off the challenge as well. And he'll draw the foul too. He's been pulled to ground and earns himself a free kick deep inside the Highgate half of the field. Gower have picked up their first win of the season. They've bounced back from those 2 consecutive defeats. Phil Glynn will be delighted with his side's performance. 3 goals of the ultimate quality have sealed a 3-2 win for Gower away at St Aloysius Playing Fields versus Highgate.
Lots of concentration, they made it end, but he did well at the end. Managed the game properly.
Good game, okay? Good game.
And you played 90 minutes and you looked good and you played well and you deserved that victory. Now we go, now our season starts, right? From here.
Hey boys, if that doesn't give us confidence to go on now, I don't know what will. And as good as we played, and as an amazing win that is, there's so many things that we can't let happen again. So many mistakes. Look how hard we work for our goals, boys. We're the only team in this league that gives away shit goals every single time. So we won the game fine, but there's a lot of stuff that we need to focus on that we can't take into games going forward. Otherwise we'll get punished, boys.